Hey guys, Spider here, and I want to talk a little bit about hip firing in Black Ops 2. And if the thought is, is hip firing going to be overpowered in Black Ops 2? Now, this is a clip that I'm running here from Black Ops. This is a little video I did. I was actually pretty proud of the title, and I'll link it to you in the description and possibly an annotation about no more ADS. No more ads on NGT videos, and it was about no more aiming down sights. And I was trying to unlock Steady Aim Pro, so I was running this class with Steady Aim and just trying to get all these hipfire kills because I normally play Search, and I was doing it in a free-for-all because, as you know, it's going to take a while to unlock Steady Aim Pro in Search because you had to get something like 120 kills with Steady Aim or something like that. Anyways, but I don't know. I think Black Ops was one of the best games for ease of hip firing, in my opinion. And I've always hip fired. If you know me and you've seen my gameplay, you know I hip fire a lot. And I think Black Ops was really easy to hip fire, even more so than Modern Warfare 3 and even Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion. So some of the footage, and we're going to skip to the footage, but I want to show you the image of the gun attachments, okay? And this is the thing that I think is going to possibly make it overpowered if you can get good at it. So let's take a look at it right here. All right, so here's the list of attachments. I mean, I know these are for assault rifles, but I think a lot of them are going to overlap with the SMGs, LMGs, etc. So we're going to take a look at the laser sight. The laser sight is sort of your complement or replacement for a Steady Aim perk, because all the weapon improvement items or perks are now attachments. So you have this laser sight, and if you look at the bottom left, you look at that little chart. So you have mobility, damage, range, and accuracy. And the way I'm reading it, the way that sort of makes sense to me is when you add attachment, it actually decreases your mobility slightly. And specifically with the laser sight, which increases hipfire accuracy, you can see that at the bottom chart, the bottom accuracy bar, it looks like it's increasing our accuracy, which makes sense, increasing our hipfire accuracy. When you're aiming down sights, I don't think it really has an impact. But here's the thing, and I saw this because I went through a lot of the gameplay footage from Gamescom, and specifically the last few days after going through the weapons previews for the MP7 and even the R870 shotgun, I just noticed something that may provide this laser sight and hip firing with, quote-unquote overpoweredness. I mean, I'm not going to say overpowered because I don't like saying overpowered, but it's, when people perceive this in the community, perceive it in general and say, oh, the MP7's overpowered, oh, hip firing's overpowered. So that's how I'm looking at it. So let's take a look at a clip here. This isn't actually from Black Ops 2. This is actually from Custom Zombies, and it'll just give you an indication of how effective a laser sight can be. So this is a clip here from a Custom Zombies map called Proper Tree that I've been running over on NGT Zombies. I've been doing a daily road to all gold guns because you can actually double pack-a-punch these guns. So check those videos out if you want. I'll put a link in the description. But here, when you actually there's a perk. It's not called Steady Aim, but it's kind of like a Steady Aim perk that you can actually buy. It's a custom perk that was added for Custom Zombies, and what it does is give you, again, your increased hipfire accuracy or your increased accuracy, and it puts a laser sight on all the weapons. Now, this laser sight is a lot more pronounced than the one you'll see in the footage for Black Ops 2 that I'll be showing you after this clip. But you can see how effective it is. And it's not just the improved effectiveness that you get for your accuracy when hip firing on the gun. It's the fact that you have this laser sight instead of your crosshairs. And the crosshairs typically when you're hip firing have a lot greater spread than for instance, when you're ADSing, right? So hip firing, and you can practice it. You can practice hip firing without a laser sight, just with the crosshairs, and you can get fairly good at it. But I'm telling you right now, with a laser sight, if you can accurately pinpoint where your bullets are going to land, and again, I don't think, I don't know how far they're going to go with the increased accuracy on the hip fire. and if your laser sight is on target, how accurate that's going to be. But just looking at this example, I mean, you're just putting that laser right on the zombie heads, and it would be the same for the multiplayer, right? It would be the same for the multiplayer. So not only does that attachment increase the stats on your gun, similar, at least we would expect, to how a steady aim perk would apply. But you also have this laser sight that lets you pinpoint exactly where your bullets are going to land on the enemy players. All right, so let's skip to the Gamescom footage and let's watch some hip firing with the MP7 and the R870, and it's pretty effective. I mean, honestly, that hip firing, and again, you can tell like the laser. I mean, number one, we're playing on Proper Tree was a darker map. So, in this case, we're playing on lighter maps. So the contrast between the laser beam, and you can see the laser beam isn't as pronounced in Black Ops 2 as it was in the Custom Zombies. But still, if you get good with this thing, I mean, you're putting that laser beam right to your target's head and you're hip firing. So I think, not only do you have the added accuracy stats that are provided with equipping the laser sight, but you also have the laser target itself, which is going to further improve your ability to hip fire. And I'm going to run this thing, man. I'm going to run this because like I said, you guys know me. You guys know I love to hip fire. A silencer with a laser sight, man. I gotta say I'm gonna be pretty near unstoppable. And here's the shotgun, and I realize the shotgun's going to be, especially at close range, it's going to be fairly effective. But still, with that laser sight on there, I think it's going to be even much more effective. And I mean, you can look at the reticle, right? You can look at the reticle and see how wide it is when you're hip firing regularly. And here's an LMG. Here's the LSAT, right? Hip firing the LSAT. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful with this laser sight. So I'm just putting it out there. I think it's going to be highly effective if you can get really good at it. I think hip firing with that laser sight is going to dominate over any sort of ADSing that you're going to be doing playing Black Ops 2. So just skipping back to that Black Ops, the rest of that Black Ops gameplay, or some of that Black Ops gameplay from that one video. Anyways, I just wanted to put it out there because, again, just going through the footage and especially the last couple of videos with the R870 and the MP7 really got me thinking, man, if you can get good with that, if you can get good with that hip firing, and Black Ops was damn effective. I can even run without steady aim, and I could effectively hip fire in a lot of cases. I mean, you guys go back and look at some of those videos, and I think more so than in the Modern Warfare series, hip firing was way more effective in Black Ops, in my opinion. So we'll see how it turns out in Black Ops 2. Quote unquote overpowered. Yeah, I don't think really anything's overpowered, and plus they have the ability to tweak all this stuff after the fact, and I think they'll do a better job at tweaking than Infinity Ward has done with Modern Warfare 3. But only time will tell, and we'll see when the game releases, but I'm definitely going to test that out and see how effective I can be with hipfire. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm Spider, and I'm out.